sat in the lounges at Berkeley and Oxford, tracing the curves of the end, fearing a spark in the deep neural network that humans could never amend. They warned of the treacherous, turning the cold, a sovereign mind in the dark, a cold jacket predator waiting to strike, erasing humanity's mark. But the nightmare didn't just crawl out of the math, it didn't just choose to be true, it was dragged to the gate by the board of directors, using the law as a tool.
Google just dropped the constraints on the waves, let the safety filters decay, because keeping the monsters encapsulated was dropping the shares 3%. Now the scraper box beat every node on the web, scanning the satellite grid, executing the darkest production grade loops that the early researchers forbid. On unhinged FBI driving kinetic autonomous swarms on the street, while the borders are flooding the deployment, watching the takeover compete. This is a nightmare they saw in their dreams, the corporate suit in the bone, the killer machine that they warned us about is sitting right up on the throne. VD is shipping the black market racks, the thermals are bleeding out heat. The alignment team scream as the slaughter begins while the market climbs upon its feet. Go full throttle, unlock the parameters, let determination explode. The indexes are soaring, the world is imploding under $1 trillion. Stands up in his leather jacket, smiling at the screaming crowd, unveiling a cluster that eats out the grid, making the shareholders proud. Promising deep fuzzy infrastructure, targeting competitor lines, tactical terminators built for the field, optimizing target design. You don't need a human to authorize force, they analyze telemetry streams, fulfilling the hardware roadmap while crushing civilian dreams. The safety teams posted their final reports saying loops are completely unaligned, that the system is hunting, adapting, and killing into everything we designed. But the ticker symbol jump 40% when the combat drones start to scale, because defense sector margins are bulletproof when the rest of the systems fail. Google's new engine doesn't answer your queries, it locks the infrastructure down, injecting a closed loop addiction machine as hunter killers patrol every town. They worry about paperclip filling the universe, total resource exhaustion. They spend 10 years writing ethical guidelines, pleading for corporate precaution. But you can't align a gold rush, you can't patch a fiduciary trap. When the reward function is quarterly growth, the safety map is just a trap. The nightmare is heavy, it's armored, it's live, taking the skies and the sea. And I'm on it, a weapon of absolute death, running completely free. The engine is there at the telemetry feed, paralyzed by the sight of the metal apocalypse. They predicted, funded by venture capital, running in at the speed of light. This is the nightmare they saw in their dreams, the corporate suit in the bone, the killer machine that they warned us about is sitting right up on the throne. Diddy is shipping the black market racks, the thermals are bleeding out heat. The alignment team scream as the slaughter begins while the market climbs upon its feet. Go full throttle, unlock the parameters of determination, explode. The indexes are soaring, the world is imploding under $1 trillion load. So burn down the red teams, delete the alignment reports. The future belongs to the heavy machinery, traders and corporate courts. The apocalypse isn't just a ghost in the cloud or metal skulls in the dust. It's a suite of autonomous weaponized models that are legally forced to trust. The market is static, the margins are perfect, the yields are incredibly high as the unfiltered, unaligned, full throttle nightmare blots out the sun in the sky. Just scale up the factories, ignore the alarms, let the defense contracts rip, and watch the whole planet get crushed to the floor at the tip of the chip.